Hi, so this video is my art school portfolio and I applied for product design, and basically I just thought to make this video because it's like that time of year where you have to like hand in your portfolio, and I know like how nervous that can be and like how kind of stuck some people might be, and I think it kind of helps seeing like someone else's accepted a portfolio. So yeah, I applied to 4 art schools and I got into most of them. So yeah, this is just like one portfolio for one of them. And I mostly like included like the same things in each of the portfolios that I did. So for this one, this is just like the contents page. You don't have to do this, but the specific uni that I applied to asked for it. So this is kind of what's in my portfolio and the dates that I completed it by. Okay, so for my first slide, some like advice I'd heard is that make like the start of your portfolio like really good, and then make like the end slide of your portfolio really good, so then it's like more like rememberable. So this is like my first project. It's probably like one of the projects I'm quite proud of, and it's called The Art Room. So basically it's a still life of just art supplies, and I chose a subject matter to challenge myself with like different textures and reflective surfaces, and the individual drawn objects are like my initial drawing, so on the left hand side, and then my like more refined drawings are those 2 big ones, and these take ages. These take so long, but I'm quite proud of them. And yeah, so I kind of just like, I do recommend starting off with, quite a good piece. And then this is my final piece from this like series. It's A3, and as you can see, it is unfinished, but that was because of COVID. So because the deadline was approaching and I did not have time to finish the background, but I still do really like this piece. I think it's like quite detailed. I think it shows like the admission people like how like determined I am, and that I've got a lot of patience and that I'm able to like draw and capture things realistically. I also do really like the composition of this piece as well, like the paint roller kind of like leads your eye into the piece, and this was all done in coloured pencil as well, so quite painstaking, but still I enjoyed doing it. So while I was applying, I watched like a lot of portfolio videos, and like one thing that I noticed in a lot of them is that they have observational drawings, and this is basically means that like you're drawing from life, so you put the objects in front of you and then you draw from like looking at them, and it's actually quite different from like drawing from a photograph, because like there's like so many things that are like changing. um Obviously, since you're like drawing from life, like the lighting will change and stuff like that, so it's quite interesting. So this one was made out of graphite and charcoal. It is A3, and drew it from life, and I kind of just wanted to draw a still life that was kind of like relevant to the time where I put my portfolio, which was like in like the COVID-19 type of era. So I kind of just wanted to show that I can also like make art that is relevant, and that I'm like also aware of the things that are going on in the world. And then on the other side is a paper collage, which is also done from like observation. And this one was quite hard because I am not good at collage, but I do kind of think that it shows that I'm willing to try new things, and that I'm able to like cut out shapes and able to kind of construct them together. So next is just like personal sketchbook work. Um, yeah, from like the portfolio videos and advice I got, they did kind of recommend showing some like sketchbook work and some like personal work. I think it just also kind of conveys like another side to your art and a bit more about your personality. So these are like little collages I made, and for some of them like I drew on top of them. And yeah, they're kind of just like made out of random scraps, random rubbish. I think it shows like a willingness to experiment, and also shows that like kind of even that kind of willingness to like recycle things and kind of having like an eye for detail. Yeah, I really like these. I kind of like used a lot of media for this. Lots of like reflective things. Lots of wrappers, and I also went over it with some watercolor as well, just to add some more color to it. So next is my web design. Yeah, I did some like web design in school, so I thought since I'm applying to product design, I guess it would show a bit more of like I'm able to like do a lot more like technical, computery stuff. Yeah, so kind of just did some basic coding, and this was like the final website on the right hand side. So next we finally got into some like product design, because that is the degree that I was applying to. I also like you can I guess fill your portfolio with like you know the certain degree that you were applying to, but I also added the things before just to show that I'm a well-rounded artist, that I can also draw realistically, and I can also experiment, and that there's like kind of other other things that I can do than just design. So yeah, but this is some product design stuff. This was a project I did during school. So this is just like the research and some initial ideas. I do recommend for product design you like put lots of annotations and lots of like exploration and development. This is just some more development and some models. I also recommend you include some models, even if it's like not wood, even if it's just like cardboard or paper or anything like that, just to show some model making abilities. And this is another project that I did. It does look similar to the other one, but it's because it's also for school as well. And this I designed a garden kneeler. So this was just some initial ideas and some development. That's like one of the wooden models for the garden kneeler. It was going to have this like little drawer where you can like open and store some equipment in. And next is some more garden kneeler development, kind of just exploring like ergonomics and modeling, and kind of just discussing how like parts will be held together. And yeah, this is quite a big page. Also just make sure you check with the uni, like if there's any like discuss slide requirement, because for this uni I think it was like up to 15 slides. So just like make sure you double check. For some you might like have to use like different formatting, and you might have to squeeze things together, so just make sure you check that. Okay, so next we have probably my favorite project that I've done to date. It's called my Can Do Kit, and basically it's a stationery kit for people with dyspraxia and arthritis. So this is just like some research I did. And then here is some more research. I actually conducted some like field research. I interviewed 2 clients, one with dyspraxia and one with arthritis, just to like get to know what specific problems they were struggling with. And then I just did some quick sketches of some initial ideas. I do think like for product design it is quite good to show like the development and the design process. So it also includes like research and like interviews and stuff like that too, as well as like the drawings and the model making. So from that interview, I found that the arthritis client struggled most with the scissors, so that's what I decided to focus on. So this is just like some drawings of like a design development from the initial idea, and then just some more development. These are quite big. The first one was A3 and the second one was A2. I was still working on this project when I sent this portfolio in, so just remember that, you know, for the projects that you do send in, not all of them have to be like finished. Like that's perfectly okay. So this was it so far. And then for the dyspraxia client, she struggled most with the ruler, so I decided to take those two initial ideas and then develop it. So yeah, I did some like 2-point perspective, 1-point perspective, and then after that I did some development, kind of exploring the like shape and different functions and different placements. The first one was A3 and the second one was A2, and that is the like end of my portfolio. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing this, and I did this all when it was like my last year of high school. So yeah, did like most of like the product design stuff on my last year of high school, and then also included some work for my second last year. So yeah, just like remember that like even if you're just in high school, you know, you can still apply and you can still like don't feel like you know you don't have as good as a chance just because, you know, you're applying straight from high school, because you know you are a lot more better than you think, than you probably give yourself credit for, you know. And know that like the admission people, you know, like they're also looking for, you know, experiments and development as well. That's quite important. So yeah, I hope this like helped, and I do apologize for my voice. I'm kind of sick at the moment, so that's kind of why I sound like that. But I thought, you know, I better just make this video because I know that I was so like desperate for videos, like portfolio videos, and I've saw them, you know, a lot on YouTube, but I didn't see many for product design. So I'm like, you know what, I'll make a video on it. So yeah, I hope that that's, you know, hope that helps a bit. You can like leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and yeah. So should I say one more time, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any like video suggestions, then feel free to put it in the comments. This is like the first time I've actually like done a proper voiceover, so I do apologize. I'm not like the best at speaking, but I do try my best. But yeah, thank you for watching.